We're on the air.
Hello, dear friends, and welcome to our podcast dedicated to sight reading through the lens of historically informed performance practice. My name is Darina Bloginen.
And I'm Sebastien. And we have a guest with us today.
Our squeaky guest.
Hi,
Who are you?
my name is Christopher Wattam. It's great to be here.
Great to have you. You sing.
I sing.
Okay.
I'm a singer.
Great. And we did a project with you recently.
Yes, just recently. We had a
which is
very
sort
nice
of the topic
concert.
of this episode.
Yeah.
Yes, a really nice concert
Mm-hmm.
in a great church in Basel.
Right, and it was dedicated to the novel written by John Milton, Paradise Lost. So, let's say a very unusual project for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, even though I created the idea, but yeah. So, Chris, tell us about your experience during this project. What did you think of the ideas? Was it kind of okay to do all these crazy things that I asked you to do?
Yeah, I really liked the concept, and I thought it was a neat way of looking at this 17th century English repertoire, putting like the concept on top of it and having the text from Paradise Lost as well.
But yeah, the text was from the poem of John Dryden that wrote a libretto. Yes, based on
Paradise Lost by John Milton.
Yeah, because Paradise Lost is not rhymed. The text is not rhymed, so yeah, it's impossible to sing it. That's why libretto was created.
Did anyone set it? Did anyone set his text?
I'm not sure. No, I think there were some
Okay.
attempts to somehow to write music to this text, to Paradise, but I think it was mostly in the 20th century
Right.
with modern composers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Our first rehearsal. I thought it was challenging.
Why?
Well, there was a whole stack of madrigals that were in 4 or 5 voices that I had to sort of read, and rather unsuccessfully I did
What
it.
was the most difficult piece for you?
Well, we tried this Anima Mea, which actually we cut from the concert in the end. But this was like impossible. There were no bar lines. It was this really complicated rhythmically challenging polyphony, and it was super hard to read from 5 staves, individual staffs. But then we cut it, so I was happy. But then for the concert, I made intabulations. I took all the voices and I made them into a keyboard version, so it was easy to read during the concert. But yeah,
yes,
that was
so
quite
you
hard.
did probably like an organist in the 17th century would do.
Yeah.
Just create an organ keyboard tablature.
Exactly.
Yes, and maybe we should also say that we did this beautiful piece by Henry Purcell, Lord, What is Man? And you transposed the whole thing.
Yeah, I transposed it.
And I thought it sounded super nice in E minor.
Mm-hmm.
Originally it's in
G minor.
Okay. So, and what was your favorite piece of the program, Chris?
Yeah, probably the Purcell. I like the Purcell, and by the end, the Dowland is really nice as well. The In Darkness Let Me Dwell.
Yes, I think this kind of repertoire works very well with a traverso. For some reason, I don't know. It's like this air de cour field, let's say, because Dowland, it's like basically the same. It's it has a link to air de cour, and I think it works very well with a melodic instrument.
Right, and you had a great flute for it.
Yes, I had a proper instrument.
Yes.
Yeah, for 17th century music. Very nice.
Really nice flute.
Yeah, for me it was a special experience because it works not as a Renaissance traverso. It doesn't have so much resistance. And yeah, it's something, I wouldn't say even in between, but yeah, it's a colorful instrument and powerful. I could play over the organ.
Piercing. Yeah, you could play over the organ. Everyone could hear you. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I think. Yeah.
Yes, usually traverso is always like, what are you playing there? I can't hear you.
Yeah, because it's not as dark as a Baroque traverso.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the shape is mostly, it has this tendency to be conical, but it's still a cylinder, basically. Cylindric.
It's a conical cylinder.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mixture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Chris, tell us about your sight reading challenges. What was the most difficult piece for you to sight read when we met first?
For the first, it was probably the piece that was last on the program, the Deep Lamenting by Thomas Morley, because with these, it was like modern notation but with the old note values. So then when it speeds up, you have trouble remembering what the tactus is on, which value note. And then I think all of us made this mistake.
Yeah, and complicated rhythmic relationships between all our voices.
Yeah, and I think it's a difficult piece to do when we have these heterogeneous timbres.
Yeah.
That I think it's a piece that works very well for a consort. So either singers, or you could do it all with flutes, and you would really feel the cadential structure much better. Or in flute and voice, and then I'm an octave too low and you're an octave too high, which for the Morley trios usually works. I've done it for other pieces, and maybe there might be a couple part that's a bit strange, but because it's three voices, it usually works fine. But it just makes it even less clear with the different instruments.
Yeah. And what did you guys think of this piece by John Milton? So the father of
the father,
John Milton, the writer.
John Milton, daddy. It was a funny piece somehow.
What?
It's nice. I don't know. It's like A, B, and then the B repeats for some reason. It's sort of asymmetrical in that way, and
it's very short.
It's very short.
So we had to repeat it 2 times. An instrumental verse.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, Sebastien, have you played more of the English anthem repertoire? Like, does it compare to that?
I've played like the virginalists.
I mean, there's specific English choral music anthem.
Oh, I see.
That I would assume that would be an early version of that genre, but I actually don't know much about it. So later Purcell has several anthems, and you see these anthologies of anthems with many composers, but I didn't know if this was
oh yes, okay,
some form of that.
Yeah.
So they would use it in a church service. Oh, that's interesting. So it's like a little exclamation, musical exclamation.
Right. And can you tell us about pronunciation a bit?
Oh, yes.
Because you had to read some text. We both had to read text.
We
and
did.
I was not brave enough to use the original pronunciation.
Yeah, we worked a bit with the specifically the work that, what is it, David Crystal? There's a father and son, and I always get them mixed up.
Ben Crystal's the dad.
Okay, then Ben Crystal.
I think. Ben Crystal's old.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, he's just like an expert on all periods of the English language, but specifically was famous for these, what they called OP productions of Shakespeare, which mainly changes a few of the diphthongs, and it's sort of, everything's a bit more rounded, and then some of the diphthongs disappear and are just simple vowels.
Maybe we can include an excerpt.
What am I? or from whence? For that I am, I know, because I think. But whence I came, or how this frame of mine began to be, what other being can disclose to me? I move, I say, I spake, discourse, and know. Though now I am, I was not always so. Then that from which I was must be before, whom as my spring of being I adore. How full of ornament is all I view in all its parts, and seems as beautiful as new. O goodly ordered work, O power divine, of thee I am, and what I am is thine.
Yeah, could you just tell us quickly which words are different from the normal modern pronunciation?
Yeah, because there's modern, received pronunciation, which is, the Queen's English, which normally is what you would do if you're singing English. So when I sang the Purcell, that was basically the pronunciation I used, because I'm used to singing in it. And I'm still not as comfortable singing in this pronunciation as I am speaking it, because the way I've learned, it's tended to sit sort of lower, and I end up using my jaw more, which is not really what you want for singing. But so in received, it would be like, what am I? Or from whence? For that I am, I know, because I think. So you use a bit more of the schwa vowel. So for the unaccented vowels, instead of what am I? M instead of am. And there's a lot of emphasis on doing the what or whence, like cool whip. No becomes no. So it's closed.
But so, Sebastien, could you imagine yourself reading this text with a historical pronunciation?
When I was practicing it before the concert, and I got close, and even right before the concert, I was like really thinking about it. But I don't know, I wasn't comfortable enough in it yet that I felt like I could do that and then actually read the text properly. So I just decided, okay, I just say it. And I mean, ironically, like, I love doing it in French. I love the old pronunciation in French. Maybe it's because of where I'm from in Canada. We still use a lot of the old consonants and the length of the vowels. But in English, I feel like I'm stealing a different accent that's just not mine.
I should mention that we did some improvisations.
Yes.
At the beginning, and instead of Amica Mea, the love song, we just smashed an impro.
Yeah, which maybe we can include a bit. It was quite fun. I love this.
Yes, I love the moment when it clicked together.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed that.
It was very fun.
Yes. And I was walking through the church. I also enjoyed exploring this space and playing for people, let's say, that they could also kind of follow the source of the sound.
Right.
Was interesting.
I wish I could explore space, but I was stuck at the organ.
Maybe you can have an organetto next
that's
time.
the dream.
And just walk with it.
I want a portable organetto. That would be fun.
Nice. Very nice. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
For this very interesting conversation about historical pronunciations. And
music.
It was great. Thanks a
All
lot.
right. Thanks for having me.
Bye.
Bye.
rhyming is a bit different. Like good and food rhymes. Yes. And when I was reading the text during the concert, I was like, good, food. And I was like, oh, damn it. Food. Good, food.